I'm Diane Barrett. It is 7/20/2022. I'm here with the BE collection, Carolyn Glasier, and we're doing our project, which will be archived, called Your Vote, Your Voice. So Carolyn, thank you for being here. You could go.
My name is Carolyn Glasier, and my occupation is I'm retired, but when I worked, it was as a college professor in Los Angeles. Yeah, the image that's just behind you is the image that I first saw when the email arrived, and I thought it was very apropos. And I see Lady Liberty covering her face, and in an image to me that represented shame. And in this case, of course, the shame belongs to the people who took away a liberty. The courts took away a woman's prerogative to own her own body and to care for herself. And the right to an abortion is really, in my point of view, between the person and her doctor, and no one else. And it certainly is not a political right or a right to be taken away from women. I thought it was particularly poignant then when the announcement came. And it was around the 4th of July. And the 4th of July is really a celebration of liberty. And it seemed to me that on this 4th of July, women lost a liberty instead of gained it. And I think too often we think that when we think about the possibility of an unwanted pregnancy, we think about the fact, no, that won't happen to me. But life has a way of finding us. And when I was a young woman, I just started teaching at the colleges. And I attended a national convention in St. Louis. And during the course of that time, I met and had extensive conversations with a man. He was a man I thought respected me and that I could trust. But there was another element that entered into that, and that was alcohol. At the conference, there were lots of vendors who were selling various types of products that were related to the field in which I taught. And during these conventions, they offered socials. And on the socials was a lot of free liquor. Both the man and I were drunk. Too much liquor, too fast. And that night, when I returned to my hotel room, he came with me and he raped me. And shortly after I returned home, I saw my family doctor, a man that I'd known most of my young life. And I told him what had happened. He examined me and he said that he could help me if help was needed. I did not become pregnant from the rape, But I was always thankful that I had a doctor on my side that was willing and able and capable of helping me. I think this decision by the Supreme Court will weigh very heavily, particularly on young women and women who are financially disempowered. They are the two groups of women that will always bear the worst of every decision against women. I think that young women today are coming to puberty faster at a younger age, which makes them even more vulnerable to become pregnant. It's a great time of anxiety and a feeling of being alone with a terrible decision to be made. And once again, I am so thankful that I had someone on my side that could have taken care of me. And otherwise, it could have ruined my life, my career, the things I wanted for myself, independence. Those things could have been gone for me. I think as we lose power in some dimensions of our life, we have to remember that we have a powerful thing on our side, and that is we have the right to vote, and we can change who makes those decisions through that voting power. In the last election, only 61% of the people who had the right to vote did vote. And I think about the 40% of those people who could have voted and should have voted, so that we have a greater range being represented at the polls and the outcome, and who in Congress, in the presidency, and indirectly in the Supreme Court, we get to say who makes the decisions that faces all of us and determines the benefit of our lives. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Carolyn. We're honored to have you here. Thank you.